it's so dark in here. I don't have my overhead light on. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is Friday, October 15th, and I feel like, good morning, Lee. I feel like my camera's not exactly right for some reason. I moved my stand for, why did I move the stand? For our team meeting. I moved it because I crafted and we chatted about business stuff, and so I was over on my desk, and when I do my Facebook Lives on Friday, I'm at a taller table and everything just kind of sits here. So it's always good to go. But I moved it this week. So hopefully it's good. Let me see. There we go. I have to figure out where I'm going to be crafting and creating. All right. So let's start this guy off today. I'm going to do I think it's kind of simple, wow card. The directions, the measurements, there's not a whole lot of directions, but there's measurements, and those will be on my website. I will put the link in the comments when I'm done. Not when I'm done with the video, but when I'm done creating the post on my website or my blog. So I'm working on that right now. We're going to be using the Painted Christmas Suite, which is in Stampin' Up's mini, I call it the mini holiday catalog, because it's all about the holidays. At least it's all about the fall, winter holidays, right? So that can be found on page 16, like that. There you go. Good morning, Tracy Lynn. Nice to see you. So there's that. Here are the stamp sets we're going to be using. The Christmas to Remember, which is part of the suite, and the Christmas Season. When I first saw this suite, this was the one suite in the catalog I knew I was going to get. Lately, I've been all about great sentiments and greetings, and this is definitely a keeper. It's got some different fonts, which I love when they mix the fonts up. And good morning, Gail. And then this guy, Christmas Season, is pine cones and branches and holly berries. I've also seen, I haven't done it, but I've also seen where they turned this pine cone into a Christmas tree. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to be using those. And let me know, show me by a raise of the hand, who has designer series paper in their craft stash. Do you have, Stampin' Up! Calls it designer series paper, or DSP, pattern paper. It's the pretty paper that we all love to hoard and not use because it's so pretty. And this card is all about using your pretty designer series paper. So if you have designer series paper in your craft stash, give me a high five or a thumbs up in the comments. And today we're going to be using a 12 by 12. So I know some of you guys like to get your designer series paper that comes 12 by 12, right? It's big. It's obviously two of these guys. And chop it up to 6 by 6 because it's a little bit easier to store. But before you do that, think about using or taking some of it and keeping it 12 inches, because I'm going to show you this card is what we're going to be creating today. And it's just a cute little fun card fold, and it's going to fit in your regular envelope, not a lot of bulk. It's going to be, and I forgot my trimmer. It's sitting on the wall behind me, so I need to go get that. All right, so this paper is 12 inches by 5.5. Okay, and then we're going to score it at 4 inches. And if you have the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, the score is the gray blade, our little knob guy. We're gonna score it at 4 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches. So 4, 6, and 8. Okay. You're also going to need some other pieces. So we have other designer series paper just coordinating, right? And some cardstock that coordinates. And like I said, I'll have all the dimensions, all the measurements on the website with the link. You're going to need some basic white paper because we're going to stamp. And this card is going to highlight the layering circle framelits. So these guys are in the annual catalog. They're circle framelits. You get just the regular cutouts and then also the scalloped cutouts. And these are great for just layering and labels. You guys know I love a good label. Okay. So we have your card base and we have some other pieces of coordinating cardstock. We have a strip. This guy is 1 inch by 5.5. Okay, and this is all just paper that coordinates. We love good coordination. Stampin' Up! Has great coordination, right? Okay, so we're going to take this piece of 12 cardstock that we've scored at 4, 6, and 8, and we're going to fold it in half like this. And then you're going to fold it again, and actually I'm going to do it this way because you have to decide which way you want it to go for the inside and the outside. So you fold it like so, and it's easy to block. It's easy to switch if you decide you want it the other way. So this is going to be the inside of the card, and I wanted the softer side of the designer series paper to be the inside of the card. All right, so there's this guy. We have our, what is this? This is our traditional 4.5 by, or 4.25 by 5.5. And we're going to put this guy just like so. And there's going to be a little, probably like 1/4 inch on either side. So we're going to adhere that guy. We're going to use some seal to put this on the base. And because I'm using seal, there's not going to be a lot of give, so you kind of want to make sure that it's in the right spot the very first time you put it on. And so see, your card is going to be able to stand like that. I don't know if I really showed you guys the inside, but see the inside, we have the circles here, and then the inside where you would sign your name or do a little hello. Okay, so let's do the inside first. I used more designer series paper. I just wanted to highlight it and use it as a border. So this is, what is this? 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. You know, I always talk about fractions, and oh, I forgot my, I have a little piece of paper that I take little notes on things I want to talk about. And then I bring it over here to this table. I left it on my desk. There we go. So I've talked about the circles, so the dies. We're going to stamp this guy. And let's see. We're using our traditional Christmas colors today, our garden green and our real red. And this is actually not the red card for Friday. I have another one that I made. It's super cute. So, okay, for the inside, we're gonna take our garden green. We're gonna ink up Friends Like You Make the Season Special. Ink this guy up. We're going to stamp on the top of the writing space. Like so. There you go. So there's this guy. So in my sample card, I put this little green leaf that is actually part of the suite, and I haven't actually used these guys yet. This is the first time I did it. And the reason that this little green leaf is right here is because there's a big giant green smudge underneath it. So I was like, oh man, I had some ink on my paper that I was working on, and I flipped the card over and I got green ink on it. So that worked out pretty good. I could pull those out and just cover it right up. So there's this guy. Now we're gonna add the circles, and like with any good fancy fold or fun fold, you want to make sure that you're only going to use your adhesive on the part that's contacting the other side of the paper, right? You're not going to want to put adhesive over the whole back of this guy. But we are going to stamp this guy first. And let's see. Where is my stamp? Oh, there it is, right in front of me. So we're going to take real red, and we're using this stamp right here, the 'Tis the Season, with the block on it. There you go. And we're going to ink this guy up. And just stamp in the middle of the circle. Like so. And hopefully... there. We get really nice coverage. There we go. Perfect. And then I took some of the branches from the Christmas season one, and I just went on the around it to give it a little bit more color. And I did stamp full strength and then not. You can just play with it wherever you want. Some green. So there's that guy. And we're just going to create a label with that. That's going to go on the middle of the fold of the card. So there's that. Oh, good morning, Diana. Glad you're here. So I kind of played with where I wanted it, and I just kind of wanted it to cover the greeting that was on the inside. So we're going to flip this guy over. We're going to make sure that we only put it on the half that's going to touch the cardstock. So there's like so. All right. And then see, you can see the designer series paper on the outside, or on the other side too. So there's that. And now we're going to work on the front. So the front, I'm going to show you guys. This was my sample card. Don't fall in love with any of this product because only the cardstock is still available. But this was my sample card that I just kind of played with the measurements. And so my strip of paper, my 1 inch by 5 and a, it's either a half or 5 and a half. I put over here. You guys see that? But on this card, on this sample, I liked it better going down the middle. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take my 1 by 5 and a half. use my seal and put it down the middle. So you just have to play with it and figure out what works for you. It's going to depend on your design, on your pattern paper, your designer series paper, on your stamps. It just kind of depends. So I have the same size white that was on the inside, and I just took some real red and made another layer. But we're going to stamp this guy with some holly. I think it's holly. I'm pretty sure it's holly. You guys let me know. Is it holly? I'm really bad about my foliage. So I wanted to not lose my real red ink. But what I wanted to do with this is kind of frame the greeting with the holly. So we're using Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. So I'm guessing it really is holly. And I want this to go kind of more in the middle, like so. Ooh. All right, and we're still gonna need that. We're gonna take the garden green. We're gonna ink up our holly leaves, wrap these guys around the greeting, and I definitely want to make room so that I can at least have a little bit of the berries on the cardstock. And like so. Okay, we're gonna take our, so organized, things are right in front of my face and I can't find them. All right, guys, so what do you think so far? You guys willing to try this fun? I want to say it's a simple fold, but I'm always leery of calling something simple, because one time in a card class I said, oh, this is a simple thing, and somebody was like, I can't do it. So I think it's a pretty simple fold, but you guys let me know. You guys willing to try it? Take a piece of 12 by 12 and cut it up. Okay. So now we're just going to layer this onto our real red cardstock, like so. And then we're going to put this guy on the front of the card. And then oh, awesome. I'm glad you guys are willing to try it. That makes me happy. And like I said, it's, I mean, it's, do I have a regular card? It's not that bulky, right? We're always worried, at least lately I've been worried about mailing things and how bulky they are, but this is going to fit perfect in an envelope. My sample, I did not add bling, but I was like, I do have the holiday rhinestones. And I do have my, oh, I wrote it down. It's not here. My pick a tool. Yay, I'm so glad you guys are going to try. Makes me happy. But the holiday rhinestones, I thought, yeah, let's pull these out and see. So let's just add maybe some red bling to the holly berry up there. Maybe. Do we just want to keep it red? I think I want to keep it red. There we go. All right, so these holiday rhinestones can be found in the annual catalog. They're super cute. They're they have the darker blue. I'm sure there's a color, they say which colors, but this is more like pool party. Here's your garden green and your maybe Cajun craze, no, daffodil delight. So yeah, they are pretty cool. Favorite bling. Even though they're called holiday rhinestones, you can use them all year round. They're perfect. So we're going to put those guys away. So here we are finished with this card. And there you, oops, let me put it down just a little bit. And you have plenty of space because, especially this designer series paper, this is so light and faint. You could definitely, if you wanted to write a long message, you could definitely do that. But you could always just sign your name. It all depends on who you're sending the card to, right? I think this would make a great, obviously not Christmas, but if you did a birthday card because you wanted to wow somebody, maybe you need to send them a belated birthday card and you want to wow them. I'm not saying that's me, but I am a little behind on my birthdays. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys do this fold, post in the comments. I would love to see it. That makes me happy. And hopefully everybody has a little bit of time today to get crafting and do what they love. And has an amazing Friday, a great weekend. I know there's other stuff I wanted to talk to you guys about. If you want to see me do the fold again, this video will be on YouTube. You can always find it on Facebook. Sometimes YouTube's a little bit easier because it just sits there, whereas Facebook, is it in your feed? Is it not in your feed? So if you could do me a favor and just go and subscribe to my YouTube, I'll put a link up above to get to YouTube. And that way, if you subscribe, you get notified when I post things, and it helps me out, right? Algorithms and who sees what. Every little bit helps, so I would appreciate it. And have a great Friday. Thank you guys very much. I look forward to all our Fridays together. So thank you. Everybody have a great day. Bye.